Hi everyone, in this video we will learn how to write a good cover letter. So let us start. First, let us understand what needs to be written in a cover letter. So, as we have told you, a good cover letter should answer 3 questions. First, who are you and what is the purpose of writing this cover letter? Second, why are you interested in this job or internship? That is, how does this job or internship align with your career prospects? And third, why should you be hired for this role? That is, what do you bring to the table and why should the company hire you? Once you understand these points and write an answer for each one of them in your cover letter, you will be good to go. Also, as you can see, these are very specific questions that need to be answered based on your own personal experiences, aspirations, prior knowledge, and skills. Hence, every cover letter is unique and no two students' answers to these questions can be the same. So, do not look for answers online and try to frame your own personal answers. Now, let us take an example and see what types of answers can be written for each of these questions. So, let's say you are Aruna Negi, a computer science student at XYZ Engineering College in Bangalore and are applying for a mobile application development internship with Internshala. Now, who are you and what is the purpose of this email? The answer to this one is rather straightforward and you can just state the facts. For example, you can write something like this. My name is Aruna Negi. I am a third year BTech Computer Science and Engineering student at XYZ College in Bangalore. I read about an available mobile application development internship on your careers page and I am writing to see if I may be considered for this role. So, you see, we have clearly mentioned the name of the applicant, the year of study, and the purpose of this email, that is, to find out if one can be considered for the role. Next is, why are you interested in this role? Or, what is your motivation behind applying for this role? Now, writing the answer to this question requires a bit of soul searching. The primary motivation behind an internship or job application is to either learn a new skill or deepen your knowledge of an existing subject area. This is a motivation that you can safely mention. Other side benefits can be to experience a new company culture and of course, the stipend. But these cannot be your primary motives. Secondly, it would help if you can give some background on how you developed an interest in this field. It could be coursework, a seminar, spare time reading, a prior project, etc. that may have gotten you interested in the field you are applying for. Next thing you can mention is, how does this internship fit into what you want to do in the next 1 or 2 years or long term? Also indicate why specifically you want to work with this particular company. If you do some research on the company's culture values or guiding principles, you can frame a more customized answer here. One that will definitely let the recruitment manager know that you did your research about the company. Trust me, this gives an impression that you are serious about joining this company. If you have any references in the company, you can mention them as well over here. Now, based on all these factors, this can be a sample answer to this question. I was first introduced to programming in the first year of my college when I learned to write simple programs in C language. I was fascinated by the power of computers and how they can simplify a human being's life and bring change all around us. Inspired by the startup success stories, I started learning web development and designed a few websites for my college in the second year. In my third year, I learned about Android application development. Given the rising penetration of smartphones in India, I realized mobile apps can take the benefits of technology to the masses faster than the web, and hence, I have decided to pursue my career in this field. As a user of Internshala, I love the idea and how it has simplified internship search for millions of students. A senior of mine interned with Internshala previously and had great things to say about the work culture of Internshala. I would love nothing more than being a part of your mission to help students get internships that matter. So, you see, in this section, we have built a story of what got the person interested in this particular role and technology. So, it covers the point about your motivation to work in this field and also gives the HR a background of how you got interested in this field. In this paragraph, we have mentioned about Internshala, and it brings out the fact that the student has done research on the mission and vision of Internshala. Here, if you see, we have mentioned about a senior, which will let the HR know that she can speak to this senior to get to know more about you if required. It also tells her that you may be aware about the company culture and have taken an informed decision in applying to that company. This is the mission of Internshala, and mentioning it here adds more value to your cover letter. The HR will know you have done your homework well. Now, let us come to the next question. That is, why should you be hired for this role? This requires an understanding of what skills, behavior traits, and subject knowledge the job or internship demands and how you fit the bill. One way to understand it is to put yourself in the recruiter's shoes and ask, if you were hiring someone for this role, what would you look for in the candidate? Closer the match between what the role demands and your own skills, higher will be your chances of getting hired. A sample answer to this question may be this. Other than an above average academic performance, my CGPA is 8.5 throughout. I have built a few small-scale Android apps already, links in my resume, and have a thorough understanding of the basic principles and the required technology framework. I noticed that Internshala has just launched its Android app, and there are so many functionalities that we could add. A chat option with recruiters, for example, will be great, that I would be happy to get a chance to work on. If nothing else, I am happy to just be around the technology team and help them with the day-to-day work and learn in the process. So, you see, here we have written the skills that the student has, which are relevant to the profile she is applying for. Here, the student has demonstrated that she knows what the company is working on and has also given an example of a new feature that can be added, thus demonstrating how she will add value to the company and showing that the student has the capacity to bring new ideas to the table. With this, we have answered all the questions. Now, let us put it all together and look at the final result. So, this is what an email cover letter will look like when put together. Notice how we have addressed the HR. Started with a line inquiring about her well-being and then started with our cover letter. At the end here, the complete details of the student have been mentioned, as we have told you in the previous video. Write your full name, contact details, your year of study, and add the link to your GitHub or LinkedIn profile. With this, we come to the end of this video. Just always remember, the cover letter needs to be customized to the company and the role you are applying for. So, please do not use the exact same cover letter everywhere. It will give a negative impression of you. We hope you will be able to follow the steps we have taught in this video and write a good cover letter when you apply for a job or an internship. Okay, it's now time for an interesting fact about cover letters. Did you know you need not just stick to the basics when writing a cover letter? In fact, you can make your cover letter really stand out. Want to know how? Go to the helper text given below this video to look at 2 cover letters that stood out from the crowd.